Decision to learn English. My name is Malik and I am from Africa. I graduated from university last year with a degree in business. After graduation, I started looking for a job. I wanted to work in a big company and build a successful career. However, I faced a big problem. English was not very good. Many job interviews required strong English skills, and I felt very frustrated because I couldn't communicate well. I decided that I needed to improve my English to get a good job. I knew it would be a long journey, but I was determined. I wanted to become fluent in English, so I could have more opportunities in my career. I was nervous and afraid of making mistakes, but I knew I had to start somewhere. One day, I decided to watch a movie in English. The movie was about a young boy who wanted to become a magician. He faced many challenges, but he never gave up. Watching this movie helped me in two ways. First, I learned new words and phrases. I wrote down the words I didn't know and looked them up later. Second, I felt inspired to keep trying, just like the boy in the movie. His perseverance motivated me to continue my English learning journey. Listening to English songs. I also started listening to English songs every morning while getting ready for the day. At first, I didn't understand all the words, but I enjoyed the music. Slowly, I began to recognize words and understand their meanings. This daily practice helped me a lot. One of my favorite songs was Dream Big by Daniel Carter. The simple lyrics and beautiful melody made it easier for me to understand and learn new words. Reading short stories. Reading short stories was another activity that helped me improve my English. I started with easy books. One of my favorite stories was about a girl who found a magic key that could open any door. The story was exciting and kept me interested. More importantly, I learned many new words. When I found a difficult word, I tried to guess its meaning from the other words around it. This method helped me build my vocabulary. I also wrote down the new words in a notebook and reviewed them regularly. Practicing speaking. Speaking is a very important part of learning any language. It can be scary to speak in a new language, but it is very helpful. I found a friend who also wanted to practice English. His name was Diego. We decided to meet once a week and talk only in English. At first it was difficult, and we made many mistakes. We laughed at our mistakes and corrected each other. Over time, we became more confident and fluent. These practice sessions were very helpful, and we also became good friends. Writing in English. Writing is another skill you need to practice. I started by writing simple sentences and short paragraphs. I kept a diary in English and wrote about my day, my feelings, and my plans. I remember writing about a trip to the mountains. It was a simple story, but it helped me practice using new words and sentences. Writing regularly improved my grammar and sentence structure. I also asked Diego to read my diary entries and give me feedback. This helped me improve even more. Watching English TV shows. Watching English TV shows can also help you improve your listening and speaking skills. I chose shows with English subtitles so I could read the words while listening to them. One of my favorite shows was about a group of friends living in a big city. The show was funny and easy to understand. Watching it helped me learn how people speak in everyday situations. I also picked up new phrases and expressions. I would pause the show and repeat the sentences to practice my pronunciation. Joining a language club. Joining an English class or a language club can be very helpful. You meet other people who are learning English and you can practice together. I joined a local language club where people from different countries came to practice English. We played games, read stories, and talked about many topics. This was a great way to learn and make new friends. The club organized events and activities that made learning English fun and interactive. Facing challenges at work. After learning the basics of English, I got a job at a good company. The CEO was a friend of my uncle, so he helped me get the job. I was very happy and excited to start. I thought my English was good enough, but I soon realized that I was wrong. On my first day, I was very nervous. I met many colleagues but struggled to communicate with them. My vocabulary was limited, and I wasn't fluent. I often felt embarrassed because I couldn't express my thoughts clearly. During meetings, I had a hard time understanding everything, and I was afraid to speak up. My colleagues were kind, but I felt they sometimes got frustrated when I couldn't follow the conversation. Meeting Sofia. One day while I was having lunch in the company cafeteria, I saw a woman who caught my eye. Her name was Sofia. She was beautiful and seemed very confident. Her communication skills were excellent, and she spoke English fluently. I was instantly attracted to her. I wanted to talk to her, but I felt too shy and insecure about my English, struggling to communicate. Every time I tried to talk to Sofia, I felt nervous and my words got mixed up. I couldn't express myself the way I wanted. I felt embarrassed and frustrated. I realized that my English needed a lot of improvement. If I wanted to have a proper conversation with her, this made me even more determined to improve my English skills. Finding motivation. Sofia became my motivation to learn and practice more. I wanted to be able to talk to her confidently and express my thoughts. I started working harder on my English. I practiced speaking every day, listened to English podcasts, and read English books. I also watched English movies and TV shows with subtitles to improve my listening skills. Practicing with colleagues. I decided to practice more with my colleagues. I joined them for coffee breaks and lunch. Even though it was difficult at first, I forced myself to speak in English, even if I made mistakes. My colleagues were supportive and helped me correct my errors. Slowly, I started to feel more comfortable speaking with them. Progress and confidence. With each passing day, my English improved. I learned new words and phrases, and my fluency got better. I started participating more in meetings and sharing my ideas. My confidence grew, and I felt less embarrassed. I also noticed that my colleagues appreciated my efforts and were more willing to help me. Connecting with Sofia. One day, I gathered the courage to talk to Sofia during lunch. I started with a simple greeting and asked her about her day. To my surprise, she was very friendly and approachable. We talked about our work, hobbies, and favorite movies. Even though I made some mistakes, Sofia was patient and encouraging. This boosted my confidence even more, realizing mutual interest. As we talked more, I realized that Sofia was also interested in me. She told me that she admired my dedication to improving my English and found it inspiring. She said that she enjoyed talking to me and appreciated my efforts to communicate. This made me very happy and motivated me to keep working on my English. A new beginning. My journey to improve my English was not easy, but it was worth it. With Sofia's support and my determination, I became more fluent and confident. I was able to express my thoughts and feelings more clearly. I realized that learning a language is not just about studying, it's about practicing, making mistakes, and learning from them. Through my struggles at work and my motivation to communicate with Sofia, I learned that persistence and practice are key to improving any skill. My English improved, and I was able to connect better with my colleagues and Sofia. This experience taught me that, with the right motivation and support, anything is possible.